Mr. Vijaypal from Bhavans, and Mr. Michelangelo Francis from St. John's, and Mr. Gulia from Sanawar. May I request the headmaster, Mr. Vinay Pandey, to please come onto the podium. The OS President, General Kulpreet, the past OS President, Mr. Rajiv Bhalla, Ashish Sood from Hastapa, and Mr. Mohit too, who is also from Hastapa. Justice Bhalla insists that these are the people who do nothing, but they come and stand on the podium and take the credit. I absolutely agree with him. May I now request General Kulpreet to take it on from here, say a few words, and get on with this.
Cycles. It's been a great morning. It's been very good this year. Can I hear it? So without further ado, I'd like to just tell you, like I mentioned earlier, next year we will be adding on certain more features to this event. And the school as it is going to get 20 cycles as a cycling club. So we will expect the school to do much better and even compete in the elite category in the next edition next year when we come. Without further ado, I would now request Ashish of Hero Cycles to come and say a word.
Thank you everybody. I want to start with thanking all our team from Hastapa who's here, Vipul, Rishabh, Vedansh, all the photography team, the team of marshals led by Mr. Gulia from the school. A big round of applause for them. They've been standing in the same position since 9 in the morning, trying to help all the riders. So big round of applause for that. Once again, thank you to the school to letting us do it for the second year in a row, and as you can see, the participation has grown from around 54 riders last year to close to 100 this year, and with 7 schools participating. So the bug is growing, and we hope it grows in the right direction. Next year, I think sir is going to announce, we target to bring in more than 20 schools here and have a national championship for cycling. And I think SNAR as a school holds the potential to bring and lead this revolution in terms of schools getting into cycling, owing to the campus, owing to the big heritage of the school and the alumni network which is spread all across the world. So SNAR has to be the epicenter, bringing people in and lead with the green revolution. Malini ma'am is going to talk about that, and with the pollution growing day in, day out in this country, cycling is a way out, and I hope the school leads the way forward. Once again, thank you so much. Won't take too much of your time. And I also want to thank everybody on behalf of Hero Cycles. We have a few giveaways over here from the brand. It's a brand that has always, stood behind cycling in the country, and we have a vision of continuing to do that. We are going to give away 30 cycles to the school and hope these are put to good use in the future. I would like to call upon Mohit now, just to say a quick word, and thank you once again guys, it's been a pleasure.
Good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a lot of pleasure and happiness to be here for the second edition of Tour de SNAR, a small initiative but which has the potential to grow in the times to come. I, on behalf of Himalayan Adventure Sports, would like to thank the school authorities, the old Sanarian Association, Hero Cycles for putting this up together. I think in the times to come, as Ashish told you, we are planning to get more schools involved in this. I think this could be as he said, rightly said, the epicenter for cycling in the country. We have been working towards promoting the Himalayan region for cycling in the country. We host two big events, the MTB Himalaya and the MTB Simla. MTB Himalaya has representations from 20 different countries. I think Himalayas has the potential to be one of the best cycling destinations in the world. We are working towards that, and we want the people at SNAR and old boys at SNAR to come forward to take this initiative forward. Thank you for inviting us here, and it's been a wonderful morning and afternoon being together with you. And I hope this event and the cycling community and the fraternity in the school grows and more such initiatives come up. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. This event is impossible to do without the environment of Sanar. No matter what the old Sanarians would do, it couldn't have happened without them getting together with Hero and coming to this particular spot. So we have the headmaster to thank for that. Let me call upon Mr. Vinay Pandey.
Good afternoon, everyone. We began the tour date Sanar last year, primarily with the intention of promoting adventure sports. And I think last year was a roaring success. And if last year was a roaring success, I think it's added many more degrees this year. Because this year, the aim was not only just adventure sports, but I think we wanted to connect it with the environment around us. Seeing pictures of pollution all around, we are lucky we are staying in a heaven. For those of you who are coming from far off places, it's very difficult to see the blue sky as you see here, or the cleaner air that you're breathing in. We all have a responsibility, and I think as the school, all of us, students and staff, are very much a part of this society. So in whichever way we can contribute, we are always going to be willing to provide and facilitate any such event. I'm so thankful to the Old Sanarian Society for organizing this event, and also thankful to the Hero Cycles who have been always promoting and supporting the school in all its adventure activities. And I'm sure you're aware, recently our team to Kilimanjaro was also supported by Hero Cycles. So please put your hands together for the Old Sanarian Society and the Hero Cycles. As Mr. Ashish just mentioned, we will be in possession of these cycles, and I can already see a lot of staff members enthusiastic about cycling. So we are soon going to establish a cycling club in the school. We always believe in aiming high and dreaming big, and it will not be a far distant dream when Sanar is going to host an inter-school cycling competition, if not next year, maybe the following year. And we want all the students of the Lawrence School Sanar to be actively involved in some sort of adventure activities. We have been to Kilimanjaro recently. This December, we are planning to have a desert safari. It will be a trek across Thar Desert in India. And leading up to 2022, we have series of adventure activities coming up. So I want to take this opportunity to thank each one of you, all the members of staff, teaching, support, administrative, all the students who have been working tirelessly to ensure that this event was a success. And before I conclude, as my students always hear me saying, when you talk of environment, there's a big difference between and I want you to hear me. I always tell you the distinction between actionable awareness and hollow awareness. So we have all gathered here, we are talking big about the environment. We are saying let's go green, let's do this, let's not do that. But are we going to follow that after we leave Peastead, after this event? And if we do that, that is what is actionable awareness. But if you're going to just talk big here today and say this is what we'll do for the environment, go back to our own environment, pollute things around us, then it is just hollow awareness. So I'm going to say that again to my students and all people who have gathered here. that there has to be this clear distinction between hollow awareness and actionable awareness. So if we really want to purify things around us, it has to be actionable awareness. So let's all join hands together to ensure that we are living in a very, very clean environment, and we're leaving behind for our youngsters, the younger generation, a much cleaner environment to breathe in. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's now time to get on with the prizes. So what we're doing is we're starting off by first thanking the people who helped us. So I'm going to call forward the marshals, the captain of the boys team of marshals, and request the headmaster to kindly give away a token of appreciation and ask the OS president to accompany him. So that's it. Then we have the captain of the Marshals Girls and Mr. Gulia from the staff. Mr. Gulia from the staff. And for participation of various schools, may I request Mr. Michelangelo Francis from St. John's to come forward to collect participation certificates. Mr. Vijay Pal from Bhavan, Chandigarh. Commander Nagi from Pine Grove. Mr. Gulia from Sanawar, and Colonel Saxena of the Army team. That's Mr. Vijaypal. I can't hear anybody clapping. Thank you. Commander Nagi from Pine Grove School. Followed by Mr. Gulia from Sanawar. Mr. Negi is accepting it on behalf of Sanawar. A big round of applause for Colonel Saxena and his members of the Army team. Mr. Negi from Sanawar, and he's the only member of the staff who participated in the pro event. We have certificates of participation for all those riders who came in. Please collect the certificates from my left the moment this function is over. At this stage, I wish to announce that we have prizes which have been given by Hero Cycles, and the mementos are from the Olsen Aryan Society. All first prizes get a brand new cycle. The second prize is a helmet and a t-shirt again from Hero, and the third prize is a set of gloves. I'll now announce the prizes for the under 18 category girls. Ananya Prachar. She's come first and she gets a new cycle. Here. The second prize goes to Arya Khurana. Aira Khurana. So you will get a helmet and a t-shirt that will be delivered to you by Hero. The third prize goes to Manasvi Goyal. So Hero Cycle sends you a pair of gloves. In the under 18 category boys, the first position goes to Vishesh Kalsi. He's from Pine Grove, who sent in a team of only 2 boys, and they both got positions, first and second. Second prize is Rishabh Jain, again from Pine Grove. Can I request the girls, first, second and third, to please come back for a minute so that you can have a podium photograph. Second prize, Rishabh Jain. The third prize goes to Pratham Kalta. In the category of 18 years till 100, we have in the girls Samira Olak, who takes first position. In second position is Mrs. Priya Dhillon. Are you going to lift it? Ruby Syal from Shivalik House. All those who got your prizes, please stay here till we have a photograph. told you so. In the over 18 category of boys, that's again 18 to 100. Unfortunately, we don't have anybody of that age yet. Commander Nagi came in first. Commander Nagi is heading the Pine Grove team. Finally, we got a response out of you. We have a young officer, Lieutenant Piyush Dubey, who's come in second. And another young officer, Lieutenant Lakpati Luwang, came in third. Both the young officers are part of the army team who Colonel Saxena had got. They go back as winners. Lieutenant Lakpati Luang has got 1 month service, which is interesting, and that's his first prize from the Old Sanawarians. Could I request the under 18 girls to please come onto the podium for their photograph? Under 18, first, second and third. All three are Sanawarians. Could I request the under 18 boys to please come up to the podium? So we get here. The over 18 category girls. He's taking the bikes along with the cycle. May I now announce the prizes for the elite category. There are cash prizes for this. For the girls category, there's a cash prize of 3,000. Hero Cycles has promised that they will deliver the cash. May I call upon Sarah Applet. She's come first in the elite category girls. participates in all the cycling events and mostly comes first. In the boys category, it looks more like a family affair. Ashish Sherpa comes in first. He gets 5,000 rupees. In second position is Akash Sherpa with a cash prize of 3,000. They are both real brothers. Both from Shogi, both a part of the MPB and of course Hastapa. Third position we have Atul Chauhan from Simla, who gets a cash prize of 2,000, and he rides for Team Hastapa but doesn't wear their uniform. He prefers a more colourful outfit. Can you come to the podium, all three elite? So you're not getting it. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, I didn't announce the above 18 boys for the podium finish. Can you please come forward? Commander Nagi, Lieutenant Piyush Dubey, and Lieutenant Lakpati Lamar. The Old Sanawarian Society has taken a decision to introduce a running trophy for the best school team, which comprises of a minimum of 4 participants, boys and girls. What we've done is we've taken the average of the best 4 and the one with the least number, they win. So congratulations, Sanawar girls. Can we have the entire team, please? All the girls. can't hear the boys clapping at all. Very poor. In the boys category, it's again Sanar. Can I have the whole team of Sanar boys down, please? And while they come down, I'd like to mention we have 3 really young cyclists. They are Harshit, Rehan and Shaurya. And we'd like them to just come and stand on the side for the time being. If you could just come forward.
I don't hear the girls clapping.
May I request Harshit, Rehan and Shaurya to come up. They're barely as high as the cycles. And they did an amazing job.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yay! Thank you. 8, 9 and 10. Thank you. Now to wrap up this event, may I request the past OS President, Justice Rajiv Bhalla, to wind up the day.
Thank you, Sanjeev. My job is to actually thank everybody and wind up the entire event. But before that, I'd just like to say this is the second year we are doing it. We started this event last year and actually we went into the event blind. We really didn't know what it was all about. None of us had ever participated in a cycling event. But thanks to Ashish, his team and Hero Cycles, we had an event last year which you all did not see because you were probably attending classes that way. That's a wrong tradition in Sanar. When there were matches, you always, you had no classes. But well, probably you people study more than we did. After that, and this event, I have had an experience of many headmasters in Sanar, including my own. I think no headmaster has ever allowed such events which are out of the box. So actually a round of applause goes to the headmaster and his team. See, about 5 years ago or even 10 years ago, we would never have imagined that we would have such an event in Sanar where you could allow people other than old Sanarians to cycle. Sanar is such an insular place. I'm sorry, I mean, I don't want to sound insular in a way as if I'm
taking away something from Sanar, but Sanar has a tendency to be very insular. So we are opening up to the world, we are opening up to everybody. So after I thank the headmaster, I thank Hero Cycles and Ashish and his team, because actually without them, I think we wouldn't have had these routes. We had no idea about routes, no ideas about marshals. They taught us everything last year. And of course we have our albatross on the cycle. You must have seen him going around everywhere on a cycle. He is Mr. Sanjeev Sharma. He's a senior advocate. And I think a big round of applause for him. I don't know where he's hiding. I can't see him anyway. So he is the one who does the routes. He confuses us on the routes, and then we tell him where is this route. Then he comes back again to Sanar, does another route. So if you are confused in the routes, it's Sanjeev Sharma. If the routes are great, it's Sanjeev Sharma. So the entire credit for the routes goes to him. He has everything on his video. He has a camera on his helmet, and he has the entire route on his, what would I say, on his helmet. There's no trick word in it. And see, we have this year, last year we had 2 schools. This year we have 2 other schools. I'd like to thank the management of Pine Grove for sending their team, and congratulations to them for winning the trophy. Then we have St. John's. We have Bhavan Vidyalaya. We have a team from the army. We have cadets from the NCC, Solan. We have another team which is actually handled by an old Sanarian himself. I think he's going to eventually become a professional rider himself. That's from Yamunanagar. There are 6 of them from Yamunanagar. Mr. Sanam Luthra is the old Sanarian. And I think he has a marriage in his family, but he's still here. This is what he told me. Then we have 2 riders from Delhi who were actually quite shocked to see the school, and shocked first of all to see a blue sky, because in Delhi you don't see a blue sky. So you are actually blessed that we are in this blue sky and this clean air, because most of us who go back to Delhi and Chandigarh will be coughing by tomorrow morning. Now we have a group of old Sanarians over here who cycled, and we had a group of old Sanarians who have not cycled and clapped. We had a group of old Sanarians who photographed and who are both hiding in the shade. I can introduce you to them. There is Mr. Pankaj Sapru. He's the one with the long beard. And I can't see the second gentleman, he's vanished. And we have our spouses over here. I don't want to introduce you to our spouses. We just make a mention, because if we don't make a mention, then probably we'll be in trouble by the evening. So with these few words, and with a promise that next year it's going to be even bigger, even better, and more schools, more participants, and I think what we need to do is, we need to have more children in the elite category, because we need to give the elite people a competition. Last year we put them into the general category and they took away all the prizes. So this year we said no prizes for you guys. So thank you very much to the school, to everybody for coming, and to all the Sanarians in the audience who kept listening to my advice to clap and shout, and keep clapping and shouting. I'm sorry if your hands are sore and your throats are... So with a last round of applause for the entire event. The only thing I'm left with is a sentence to tell you that, like I said, we started with the idea that we would showcase the school, we would showcase Snad, but we've taken it further. We've taken it further by adding a catchphrase called, "We ride for your tomorrow." Why do we ride for your tomorrow? Because you have bikers clubs, you have cycle clubs, you have all sorts of clubs. All of them are polluting. It's only cycling which doesn't pollute. So therefore we request the school also to have this use this byline that we write for your tomorrow. With these words, I request all the participants to please line up under the flag. There's a group photograph there. And thank you very much. Everybody keep seated except in the center. Please everybody get into the center, all the participants. Thank you very much. And as is known in Sanar, never given. Hastapa is giving a little photograph to the school called Hero Cycles and Himachal Tourism Incredible India, and we are thankful to them, but we'll be more thankful to them if they give us more cycles. They're given 25, I think we need 25 more. All the children keep sitting. OS keeps, Sanarians keep sitting. You're going to be part of the frame. You've got to come and please don't forget, participants, you got to come and pick up your certificates and your small little memento after the photograph.
Let me manage कैमरे के पीछे क्यों खड़े होते हैं हमारे कैमरे के आगे ये हमारे अनिल हेनरी But as you need to I will walk when I walk from there. Official.
How are you?
Please, ma'am. You guys continue. Arya, yaar, come here.